right, Jayson Tatum dropped a playoff career-high 50 points on the Nets in the win, followed up with 40 points last night, although his squad took an L in Game 4. Stephen A., is it officially time we put some respect on this man's name and call Jayson Tatum a superstar?
Well, I guess that's the rest of y'all. I've always felt that way about Jayson Tatum. I think this kid is something special.
We don't talk about him like we talk about other people. I know they've been losing, but yeah.
Because they've been struggling, they've been losing, and we've lamented the state of affairs with Brad Stevens. But Jayson Tatum is 6'9". This brother got a handle. He can shoot with range. He can score in buckets. I really miss Jaylen Brown. I really would have loved to have seen him in this series. But Jayson Tatum's the real deal. And I'll put it to you in this perspective. You just brought up what you brought up about Ben Simmons. If Brian Colangelo hadn't gotten hosed by Danny Ainge in order to give up, and the Philadelphia 76ers, instead of having Markelle Fultz, had Jayson Tatum with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, ladies and gentlemen, the Sixers would win the championship. Brian Colangelo's decision on Markelle Fultz might have cost the 76ers a title because that's how good Embiid, Tatum, and Ben Simmons would have been.
The league killed the Sixers. It was the process was working. That was the problem. And they insisted on Colangelo, and he ruined everything.
Process. Stop that.
Look, he's not a superstar yet. He is in the ranks of Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, Ja Morant. I think has to be there now. Devin Booker. Guys who make it to the playoffs and you go, oh, this young dude can score 50 when you need him to. 50. Now, he's bigger than those dudes. And I've always said, I think Tatum has the chance to be a number one option on a championship team. You can't say that about many people. But you got to go out and do it now. You got to be the number one option on a team that makes a deep playoff run. When I think of superstars, not dudes potentially superstars, superstars.
They win the conference finals.
I think as the number one option on a playoff team that makes a deep run that has a chance to win a championship.
He was the number one option.
He was the number one-ish option on that team. That's true. That's true. But the Celtics were not about having Tatum. The Celtics were about having 4 or 5 guys. You looked at like 4 different guys who could be all-stars. Tatum was not carrying the team. He was not LeBron James or Kevin Durant in that series.
No. I'm not saying he was LeBron James or Kevin Durant. But this was a plus 23 point per game scorer as the number one option, and they were in the conference finals.
Yeah, but it was like they had a few options.
I'm not saying
the point is
does LeBron not have an option?
Here's the
superstar.
Look, how many superstars?
Does Steph not have an option in Clay and Steph?
How many superstars can there be in the league? How many superstars can there be in the league? A handful.
5.
Right? 5. LeBron, KD,
Hold on. I'm
Luka.
fine with that. There's no argument there. If you're
Giannis.
saying, if that's the route that you're going, how many can there be? I stand down. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking about when you're a number one option and you bring to the table what he brings to the table.
He's going to be a superstar. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.